Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. Today I want to talk to you about embracing the freedom of an uncluttered calendar. So in this fast-paced and demanding world, it's not just our physical spaces that can become cluttered. It's also our schedules, our calendars. They can get overwhelmed too. And the result is that life that feels scattered, stressed, and devoid of that true fulfillment and meaning that you'd really want. But for the same principles that apply to decluttering our physical spaces, they can be just as transformative when applied to our time and to our schedules. So explore the inspiring journey of simplifying your calendar and embracing the abundance of an uncluttered life. So that cluttered time trap, it's a life out of balance. So if you find yourself going through each day with little time to spare, your calendar is packed and endless obligations and commitments, you might be trapped in that cluttered time cycle. The signs are clear. There's stress, there's anxiety, there's lack of focus, that nagging feeling that life is just passing you by without any true meaning. It's a time to pause and reevaluate, discover the beauty of an uncluttered calendar. So in that uncluttered calendar, you can find purpose and priorities. So much like decluttering your physical spaces, an uncluttered calendar involves identifying what truly matters to you and then prioritizing those areas and those aspects of your life. So imagine a calendar with a lot of white space, a lot of breathing room where you can focus on activities that align with your passions, your values, and your goal. It's a calendar that resonates with your soul, allowing you to embrace each moment with intention and purpose. So it's about choosing quality over quantity and the power of saying no. So an uncluttered calendar is not just about fitting more in, it's about being selective and mindful of what you allow in. Just as you let go of excess stuff in your home when you're decluttering your time means being brave enough to say no to those activities and those commitments that don't align with your vision for that simpler, less busy life. So remember, quality over quantity. It's the key to unlocking a calendar that truly reflects what your heart wants. So first, you need to ask yourself these 3 questions. Why do you let your calendar get so full in the first place? And take a moment to reflect why your calendar has become packed to the brim. Is it fear of missing out? A desire to please others at the expense of your own well-being? Understanding the root cause of the clutter is the first step in making intentional choices that align with your true priorities. The second question to ask is, why do you allow it to fill up week after week, month after month? So asking this question allows you to identify recurring patterns in your busy habits. Perhaps it's the habit of saying yes to every single invitation that comes along, and that underlying belief that productivity is measured by the number of things that you accomplish. And recognizing these patterns, and challenge yourself to break free of that cycle of perpetual busyness. And the third question to ask is, why do you hold on to being so busy, having no white space on that calendar at all? So delve deep into the reasons why you resist creating white space on your calendar. So white space is not wasted time. It's an essential opportunity to recharge, reflect, and nurture your well-being. Embrace that concept, that simplicity and spaciousness in your calendar, and that can lead to greater productivity, creativity, and just overall happiness. So then, apply the decluttering principles to your calendar. So that 15-minute rule for decluttering time, the timer method that works so well for your physical decluttering can also be a game changer for decluttering your calendar. So pick a time of the day that works best for you. Set a timer for 15 minutes and dedicate that time to decluttering your schedule. Ask yourself those tough questions. Why do you allow the calendar to get so full? What is the end goal for that simpler life? And the timer keeps you focused and motivated, making that process surprisingly fun. And then the next step is to prioritize with purpose, listing the must-dos. So we all have these. As you declutter your calendar, prioritize those daily tasks by distinguishing between the must-do and that you want to do. Just as with physical decluttering, trying to fit everything in, let's say into your closet, can leave you feeling overwhelmed and unfulfilled. So focus on the top 3 must-dos for that day, allocating enough time to complete them. Anything beyond that is a bonus. Bring a sense of accomplishment and contentment. And then the next thing is minimizing those time sucks. Embrace that white space. So identify time-consuming distractions such as excessive phone usage, endless emails, TV binging, Facebook and social media. Declutter and minimize those distractions to make room for white space on your calendar. Embracing that white space allows for rejuvenation, creativity, and opportunity to focus on what truly matters. Then embracing the uncluttered life across the board. So decluttering your time doesn't stop with your calendar. Apply that same principle to other areas of your life, so your health, your finances, your relationships, and your career. You'll discover that living with less across the board leads to a more abundant, happier, and more fulfilling life. So embrace the freedom of an uncluttered calendar, and you'll find yourself with the time, energy, and attention to savor what matters most to you. So as we declutter our time and our calendars, we learn to appreciate the beauty of a simpler, intentional life. Just as with our physical spaces, an uncluttered calendar allows room for growth, for joy, for profound sense of fulfillment. So take that first step today and embark on the journey of decluttering your time. It's an adventure that will make you feel closer to the abundance of a truly happy life. And remember, a simple life is a happy life.